Paul, Eastlake and Puyallup simply put on a show. This was by far one of the best big games we have seen all season. 10 lead changes, 892 total yards of offense, and this game came down to the final play. The Puyallup Vikings make their traditional walk from the school to the stadium hand in hand, while the Viking cheer staff shows King 5 some love. It's hippie night at Puyallup, and it was pajama night for the Eastlake Wolves. On Puyallup's opening drive, Luke Holcomb finds Jaden Tapik. Jaden takes a hit, but holds on. Then Isaiah Dickerson gets the call and scores to give Puyallup a 7-3 lead. Holcomb and Isaac Clark were on fire tonight. Clark with the 15-yard touchdown, and Puyallup now leads 14-10. Second quarter now, and the Wolves go to the ground. Leroy Jackson with a 40-yard touchdown run, and Eastlake now leads it 24-21. Puyallup's Isaac Clark, he's a state wrestler. He went to state in track, and tonight he's got the best hands in the state. Clark with a 40-yard touchdown. Puyallup leads 28-27 at the half. Third quarter, and we've got some defense finally. Puyallup brings the heat. Eastlake recovers, but that's a safety. Puyallup leads it 33-27 after the third quarter. In the fourth, Robinson calls his own number and caps a 92-yard drive. Eastlake now leads it 34-33. Under 2 minutes to go, and the Vikes go to the ground. Zaire Ford is all hard on this run. Puyallup now leads 40-34. 7 seconds to play. Eastlake has the ball in the 35. Robinson fires to the end zone. It's broken up. Puyallup wins it 40-34. Let's just begin with, how do you even put this game into words tonight?
It was nerve-wracking. I don't know how to say it, but we came out and we played, we stayed together, and it's just really emotional right now, and we got to move on to the next step in the playoffs. So as a team, we're happy, but we got to flush it. We got a new game. We got to prepare, and we got to get ready for whoever we play next.
This was an instant classic tonight. I know it was probably a little harder to coach than watch, but just take me through this thing tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, you participated in it. You know, it was a seesaw battle, back and forth. Eastlake came with a great game plan. They got great athletes. They're well coached. I just, at halftime, we just talked about, we have 24 minutes to earn the right to continue to be together. And our kids bought into that, and we get another week together. So we're excited about that.
The Puyallup Vikings move on to the quarterfinals for a second straight year. They will now play the winner of the Camas-Eastmont game, which will take place on Saturday. From Sparks Stadium in Puyallup, I'm Chris Egan, King 5 Sports. Hey, good evening, Take 5. Chris Egan at the King 5 big game of the week. We're at Sparks Stadium tonight at Danny. 9-1 Eastlake will be taking on 9-1 Puyallup. Going to be a great game. We'll have plenty of previews for you coming up tonight at 5:45 and 6:45 approximately as we get ready for a big night of state playoff football. But here at Puyallup, it's just not about football. The soccer team here, the girls team, hello! Talk about a good girls soccer team. They have won the SPSL title 5 times in a row. And they're in the state playoffs. Got a big game against Sumner tomorrow, 7:30 at Sunset Chevrolet Stadium. Hey, why don't you send it back to Take 5? Send it back, ladies. Just say back to you, Take 5. Back to you, Take 5!
The first round of the state playoffs begin tonight. This week's big game takes us down to Puyallup. The Prince of Puyallup has it all.
Hey, Chris Egan, King 5 Sports, big game of the week. We are in downtown Puyallup getting an escort from Puyallup's finest right here. And I love tradition, and take a look at this right now. That is the Puyallup Vikings football team. They've been doing this for decades at Puyallup High School, where they marched from the high school to Sparks Stadium. It's about a half-mile walk. Big playoff game tonight as the mighty Vikings take on Eastlake. It's going to be a good one tonight. Joining me now, the head coach of Puyallup High School, Gary Jeffers, as we're walking and talking right now. Gary, tell me a little bit about this Puyallup team right here that we're walking with right now.
Pretty special group of guys. They've worked real hard. They prepared this week well, and we're excited for the battle.
Down to the final 16. Eastlake, a good team up in King Co. Tell me about what you've seen from them so far.
Well-coached, athletic football team. They got a phenomenal quarterback that we're going to have to stop. And once again, we're just looking forward to the challenge.
I've been all around the state, and I love Friday nights, and I love history, and I love tradition. Tell me a little bit about the tradition here at Puyallup High School. But they've been doing this since the Heward days back in the 80s. I've heard rumors this was taking place in the 70s. Your wife went to school here. You are ingrained in this community. Just tell me about the tradition of Puyallup High School and the football program.
Yeah, you know, it's like you said, the history of it, the community is so involved in what we're doing, and their love of the kids and their love of the game and their love of the history. And it's nice to be able to talk to kids about, you know, all the Vikings that have come before them and how each one of these walks represents a time for them to be able to represent the guys that came before them.
All right, Gary Jeffers, head coach of Puyallup High School. The state playoffs are underway, and this is quite the scene right here as we march down 7th Street headed to Spark Stadium. In Puyallup, I'm Chris Egan, King 5 Sports.
The first round of the state football playoffs begin tonight. This week's big game takes us down to Puyallup. The Prince of Puyallup has it all.
Well, good evening from Puyallup, and all the food looks awfully good tonight. We're from Sparks Deli right now. This is the hangout where Puyallup Viking fans go before the big game. We ready to go? How about this crowd tonight? They are definitely ready, and they've had a lot to cheer about this season. The team is 9-1. They only lost one game this season to Graham Kapowson. Coach Jeffers, he loves his squad.
They're just a hardworking group of kids. They've been working all through the off season and through the summer, and they love being together. We love being together as a team. We got really good team chemistry, great leadership, and you know, our message is you earn the right to stay together, and we're here tonight to earn the right to stay together.
We're in the state. This final 16, both teams are really good teams. It's going to be a battle tonight. You got to be excited, though.
Oh yeah, super excited. I mean, these are win-wins because at the end of the day, if you win the game, you're full of confidence because you know you're good. You know you're good. You've been battle tested. If you lose, you know you didn't deserve to move on, and so really, there's nothing to be afraid of tonight. So the message to our kids tonight is, just turn it loose, shatter the glass. Let's see what you can do tonight, because if you win this game, hell, who knows what's going to happen next.
And one final note, maybe because they're honoring me since I went here a long time ago in the 70s, it is Hippies night tonight, and the Viking cheerleaders, they're ready to go, aren't we?
Let's get it grooving!
All right, hippie night, the cheerleaders are ready to go. We'll have highlights for you coming up tonight at 9, 10, and 11 o'clock from Spark Stadium. I'm Chris Egan, King 5 Sports.
You gotta love the Letterman's jacket.
Might need to resize that a little bit.
I was going to say that.
That'll do it for King 5 News at 6:30.